What's good YouTube? So in this video I'm going to be reviewing the best tactics and tips including Z counters, super counters, staying neutral, perception, key management, and how to recover from hard knockdowns, which in my opinion is the most important thing. I'll spend a few minutes showing things in training and then I'll show how my tips work in ring matches to show it during some high level gameplay. If you're familiar with all these skills already, use the chapters to skip ahead to the gameplay where it's less of a tutorial and more how to defend in real time during games. First skill we'll review is Z counters. So use smash attacks and follow up one mode to practice the new Z counter timing. It speeds up with each one you do, making it harder to do consecutively. This removes the issues of the long drawn out vanish battles unless both players have great timing. This mode is great because it makes the CPU put you into vanishing battles. My personal tip for the new timing is to actually watch for when the player is going to hit you, because the timing speeds up each time you do it. So you shouldn't try to do it strictly off of muscle memory. If you pay attention, you can track when the player is about to hit you and then vanish just in time. Now I know this works because since the update I win a good amount of vanishing battles and my opponents often can't get 3 consecutively. We did smash attacks and follow up 1, you should also master smash attacks and follow up 2. This makes the CPU knock you back and follow up with the dragon dash attack. In my opinion this is harder to vanish, so definitely practice this mode. Same thing, make sure you truly watch and don't just press the block button. Watch for when they're about to hit you, then hit RB or R1 to vanish. As you can see, you're not going to get it every time, but it's definitely worth the practice so you get it most of the time. Next, we have super counters. The best modes for this to me is attack strategy combos to practice super countering combos, and then smash attack and follow-ups 1 to practice super countering knockbacks and doing it consecutively. Honestly, I can't say there's some type of secret to this. There's a 4-frame window I've seen other gamers talk about watching for, but honestly that's just too quick to see. So I'll try to go for the beginning of the combo or when they hit me back and dash in. Either one of those you're more likely to hit because they're more predictable hits. The input for the controller is up and X at the same time. Some people hold the analog up and press X right as they get hit. Some people do up and X at the same time. Either one is fine. Now let's move to smash attacks and follow-ups to practice super countering knockbacks and doing it consecutively. By the way, personally I find it more successful if you flick up and do X at the same time, but everyone is different. Both ways I mentioned previously work. Okay, this is important. If it doesn't work on the first try, release the input. Don't spam it. If you spam it, it just won't hit. But if you release it and then immediately try again, you're more likely to get it. Another tip, no need to hold the input. Release it right away on success, and if they vanish or super counter back, as you can see I was doing before, now you can quickly do the input again to super counter their vanish. Next we have deflecting key blast, and you should use these 3 modes to practice. As we know, many people try to key blast spam with certain characters like Broly, but the new patch has kind of nerfed that, so not much to worry about there. However, because Z-Burst Dash is 2 key bars now, a lot of players try to close the distance using key blast. So it's important for you to deflect these as they close in, or you're just going to be losing health. So key blast deflection is pretty simple. The smash key blast, which we're going to practice now, are the charge key blast players often get hit with. For these, you need to time deflecting them and also be standing still. If you're moving, they'll hit you. As you can see, I just got hit there for bad timing. Movement and smash key blast is the best mode because it's more in line with what you see in games. Opponents often try to move on you while giving you charge key blast. You see I reflect that one, but when I try to move, I get hit. So for this, make sure you keep an eye when your opponent charges, you can see it, and then stand still, prepare time to deflect them. The charged up key blast, you have to be standing still, so really keep that in mind. Now onto perception. The best mode to practice this is rushes and counters. Not only does this help you with Z counters, but it's more realistic in helping you time when to use super counters and stop someone's combo. The new patch, you can't just spam or hold this unless you have someone who aimlessly rushes in. When someone is overly aggressive, just wait for them, they'll start up their combo, and off that first punch, now you have them locked in. Use your perception to counter, and after you hit Y, you can even follow up with another hit. So I'll show that again. I know the first punch is coming because he's aggressive. I sonic sway and then I hit Y and get another hit in. Sometimes they'll block it as you see there, but definitely a good thing to follow up. Now that we went over those in training, I'll show you how to use these in high level gameplay along with more tips including staying neutral, which enough people don't talk about, and key management. I'm using this DP match against an S rank from my last stream because it had everything from both of us from a defensive standpoint. And it's good to not only see me doing things, but other high-level players doing stuff. Okay, so I'll be honest, the beginning of this game started off hot. But as you can see there, I used a super counter mid combo, and it definitely helped me get him off my back a little bit. Now on to one of my biggest tips, key management. Z-Burst Dash now takes 2 full key bars. Considering you need key for vanish battles, you need to manage how much key you're using when attacking. I always try to have more ki than my opponent, but there are times when you have to sacrifice that to press them, to not go into sparking, or to finish off a DP character. So just be wise. That's why I dashed in with Ginyu earlier, because I didn't want Trunks to go sparking. Monitoring you and your opponent's ki will make a huge difference in games. Also, find out how to waste your opponent's ki. Sometimes I'll act like I'm going into sparking, just so they Z-burst dash to me and waste 2 full ki bars. As you can see there, the timing on those vanishes were getting quicker and quicker each time. After this new patch, vanish battles really aren't as common. He didn't even vanish that one because it's just not every time you're going to see a Z counter now. Okay, pay attention closely because this next tip is going to be very important. A lot of players say you can't recover from hard knockdowns. That combo he did should have been a hard knockdown. But if you flick up and down on the movement stick right as it happens, then you can easily recover from every hard knockdown. I did want to show these vanishes one more time. Just look at the timing on it. It gets quicker every time. But if I slow it down and you watch, you can see when the player goes behind him and is about to hit him. That's when you're going to click RB to vanish behind him. That's what you got to watch for. Just really pay attention to when the player goes behind you. One more thing on hard knockdowns, you're going to see that he usually does hard knockdowns and then goes into a super. So a lot of times when he gets that hard knockdown combo on me and I recover, he's not expecting it and he does his super right away. So what does that really mean? Ki management, he's wasting ki every time he misses that super. I won't lie, I kind of slacked in the beginning of this game and I really lost my Goku Black to Trunks, which was so bad. Once you lose one character and the other person hasn't lost one, you're really at a big disadvantage, so you really got to lock in to start taking out his characters. I'm going to go over staying neutral when I bring Raccoon in because I think I have some good examples with him. So for now, let's just watch this high level gameplay. Let me see if you can vanish it. If you can't vanish it, I'm gonna lock in right now. Alright, I'm gonna lock in. This is it right here. This is it. After I switch with Ginyu, if I'm able to get a character I'm used to playing with, like Gohan, I usually cook the other person. Because most people aren't used to playing with Ginyu. Also, once I swap, neither of us can swap to a new player until that player is defeated. So I started hitting him with some real good combos and movement. Comment below if you'd like to see either an attack strategy video or a movement video. I'm down to do one of those too. So usually I said, I like to have more ki than my opponent, but he was going sparking here, so I had to pull up on him. And I have less ki, but it's okay. I'm trying to finish him off, so I'll pull up on him again, do the Z-burst dash, waste my ki, but as you can see, I took him out and that's what's important. Same thing again, Trunks was going to go sparking, I can't let that happen. So I'm going to Z-burst dash in, even though it's going to put me at a disadvantage ki-wise. Getting into vanish battles is way less frequent, so I don't need as much ki if I read that I can do vanishes better than him. So I know this is a defense video, but just a quick attacking tip, I feel like most people don't utilize sparking mode enough. Like, just because you go into sparking mode, you don't have to use your ultimate. You can use it just for the ki. Because I'm in sparking mode and I have more ki than him, I could be a little bit more reckless now, do more Z-burst dashes, and kind of rush him. Because I'm not have to worry about, do I have more ki? Do I have more ki? I'm in sparking mode, so I'm good. I'm going to have a full bar once this runs out. I'm locked in though.
Hey, Captain, let me handle this, alrighty? I know I'm getting on in years. Over here. This time.
Okay, Raccoon is here, so now it's time to talk about staying neutral. Staying neutral is using your analog stick and constantly moving. Try not to stand still when defending. So this helps block when your opponent is vanishing mid-combo. If he vanishes to the right, you can release, face right, and quickly press block again. But if you just stand there holding block, you're stagnant and you're gonna get hit. Here you see I'm blocking Roshi, he sidesteps and hits, and I block that too. But if I wasn't moving my analog stick and releasing then pressing block, he would have hit me on that. And yeah, he still ended up getting the combo off, but that's just great offense. What are you gonna do sometimes? So yeah, if you stay in neutral, you could turn and tap block instead of holding it, and this helps you block when the opponent tries to vanish to the side, sidestep, or get behind you. If you just stand there and hold block, the player is going to go behind you and just going to give out them back shots. Neutral also helps you movement wise. Don't be rigid. Stay neutral so you can help sidestep when you need to if you're attacking, block when needed, and overall it helps keep you more alert.
Fighting!
Yo, come on, mate, you're a Ginyu! Get your act together!
Looks like I'm in pretty big danger.
Not bad.
Why you gonna hog all the action? Nice try! Hello!
The enemy is strong.
Listen guys, I'm Rob No Kimono. That was some of my best defensive tips. If you found it helpful, please like and subscribe. And slide on over to my Twitch for my streams where I compete in rank, do open rooms, and tournaments with viewers. So if you're on Xbox, definitely slide on over to the Twitch streams. If there's any tips you have, please leave a comment. If there's any specific types of videos you'd like to see, please let me know. That being said, peace. This was a close fight. I started off slow, but we got that comeback in. Go ahead and hit that follow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We cooked up.